Okay, I am back with some food to eat. I warmed up some food. I went and got some rice. Well, some like burritos and rice to eat. I am back. I thought, but it let me share. It let me post on my community tab. I thought YouTube was still down. I don't know, it might not be. Won't let me post this way.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 60.
Wow, are you kidding me? Here's something we haven't seen. They're going to start this Super Bowl with an onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt. That could really change momentum of this game in a hurry.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. The throw over the middle, taken in. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out.
He rumbles for 24 and a first. Gibbs will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Gibbs, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. They're going to look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 58 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be...
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now it's gone. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarter.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick and play is Sanders.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. 14-7 is the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Goff. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's right. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long. Kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
4th down to give to Gibbs. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete.
One thing, as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he gets it inside 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. 2nd and 11. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Lions will take over.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. Goff on 1st down.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Goff. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquise Brown, 34 yards.
And the Lions are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively. There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the 2nd half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The issue with YouTube, whatever it was when YouTube was down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
I think they may have fixed it.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. His throw is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Back to throw. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
A run straight ahead with Achane. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 5. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And he takes us beyond the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Gibbs straight ahead. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off play action. Here's Goff. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now Hill to return it. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. To the 27-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. In motion, Hill. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From a yard out. And the Dolphins are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he returns this to the 22. And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Goff's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 50, it's Goff. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Throwing on third. Gone.
Quick slant to Brown.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Here's Goff.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Goff now looking to throw.
Going underneath. Gibbs has it.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. On 1st and 10, Goff.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Goff.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got Smith here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. He'll look to throw.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
Tonight, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Los...
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Probably. I'll play Fortnite in a little bit.
Possession. And they will be let out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm that is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down.
I did get
love
the
the
new
confidence that they had
power
to let their
thing for
tight end
my
try and find some space in the middle
Xbox,
of
and
the
it
field.
seems to be
Right
running
in the
better.
quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. All the time, having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Allison. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before dropped. A very solid gain of 27. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Off the bootleg, Allison. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
I have been streaming for an hour, so I'll switch to Fortnite after this.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
Painter on 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Painter. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2nd and 10. Tua give this to Wright. Third and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Nifty move. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They find some open field here. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming Go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Second down throw from Haener. Pass complete there to Nakua. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Haener here to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 1st and 10, Haener going to the air. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Haener. That one taken in by Whittington. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On second down, here's a run with Wright. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. And they'll go right back to right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
He's got his target. That's complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter, drive right down the field to extend their lead. The two are going to try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Haener looking to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. Able to power through. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll give this to Wright running right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and fourth down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on fourth down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On first down, Hayner. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. That is caught, and they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Hayner looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
They'll work the middle here with Wright. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
From midfield, here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. They'll run on first down with Wright. And he's got it down to the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll go again here with Wright. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's a give to Wright. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Wright. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jalen Wright taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. First down, here's Haener. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Haener sets to throw it. That's taken in left side by Whittington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Haener will throw on first down. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. Haener looking to pass once more. He finds his man, complete. That's Parks. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. They run play action with Haener. Over the middle, complete. It's Parks. And they'll get this down to the 10. To throw is Haener. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 3rd and goal, Haener. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. On first down, they'll start out with Wright. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides.